So that's the tumbler. It's working pretty good. Here's a look inside. Just some a mix of different stuff. A few 2-3 inch rocks. Probably about 100 pounds of rocks that size. Maybe 2 milk crates worth, whatever that would be. Some old worn out grinding discs. They're pretty abrasive. Somebody said throw in cardboard. I think the cardboard actually works pretty good because it gets embedded with all this gritty dirt and works like a sandpaper. And it seems to deaden the drum a bit too, so that's good because it's really loud. And then the special ingredient is over here at the plasma cutter. Underneath my plasma cam is a great big, just a catcher, and it's probably got, right now, it's probably 800 pounds of iron oxide and little bits of steel that come out of the bottom of the plasma cutter. And usually you'd throw this, take it to the scrapyard, but you know how abrasive iron oxide is. So I've been scooping it up and dumping it in there, and I think it's getting inside that cardboard, and it's pretty damn abrasive. So thought I'd just run it for a little while. I threw a bunch of old axe heads and stuff that I had there, old rusty axe heads, and those tong blanks. The tong blanks have been in here for a while, and they're pretty clean. That's pretty clean now. There really is nothing left on them. There's a tiny bit of paint there, but it beat some of the slag off, but didn't beat it all off of there, so I had to chip some of that off. But what's nice is this piece of plate I had been using for a painting table, and it had a thick coat of paint. It beat that shit right off of there, right down to metal again. And after I chipped it, there's always like a sharp edge from plasma cutting, as many of you know. And if you tumble it in here, it pretty much deburrs it and rounds it all up real nice. So the tong blanks look good. So once I dig them up, I'm going to start selling those, and I'll do a few more runs and stuff. Let's see if I can find an axe head in there. The axe heads and stuff I just threw in there just a little while ago. They only ran about 5-10 minutes. But that was covered in rust, pretty thick rust, and all the heavy rust is already gone. And it's just a matter of getting it down to the steel underneath. It's like a little surface layer of rust there. So I'm going to let them run for a little while longer. Thought I'd throw in a few things, see how it turns out after. I'll let it run about 20 minutes or so. I would think for most products, half an hour run, 20 to 40 minutes, something like that. Depends on how bad it is. Now, I have this railroad spike that I was going to make some kind of an object out of. I don't know, everybody does knives out of these things. I thought, if you know me, I don't like to go with everybody else. So I'm gonna make something totally different out of this. I don't even know what. I've been racking my brain, like, what the hell can I make out of a railroad spike that hasn't already been done? This is a Canadian railroad spike, and I want any of you American subscribers of mine, if you could please tell me the dimensions of an American railroad spike, I'd appreciate it, because I get the impression the American railroad spikes are bigger than the Canadian ones. And I'm just going to measure it here and just give you my numbers and then get back to me. It's about, I would say, effectively 6 inches from the underside of the head to the tip. So it's 6 inches long, and it's 5/8 in cross section. So it's a 5/8 square bar, 6 inches long, pretty well. So get back to me on that. But anyway, I'm going to throw that in there, and you can see how pretty bad this spike is. A lot of heavy oxide on it. It's pretty rough. I think if it wasn't the only railroad spike I had right now, I probably would choose a different one to make something out of. But since it's the one I have, I'm going to clean it up a little bit in the tumbler here, and I'm going to make something out of it. I don't know what, but I'm going to make something. So I'm going to chuck it in there and get back to you here in about 20 minutes.